Let me show you how you can build sophisticated AI voice agents with Vapi. This is going to be a tutorial for beginners that want to learn Vapi and that are new to Vapi, okay? So if you're new to Vapi, if you never tried Vapi, then this is the video for you. And also, if you want to have like free credits for your calls with Vapi, you have first link in the description below, and you would be able to register with our link, and you would be able to get around 100 credits, which is quite a lot if you want to test it out. So the first thing that I wanted to show you here is we're going to be talking to an assistant here. Now, we already did talk to an assistant, so I'm just going to be refreshing this right here. And what we want to do is I just wanted to show you the demo, and then we'll go into building one specific AI agent for insurance in this case. So let's talk to assistant here. Let's connect. Right here we have connected.
Hello, how may I assist you today?
Hey there, it's Dean here. I'm looking for insurance.
Hi Dean, it's great to meet you. I'm here to help you with your insurance needs. What type of insurance are you interested in?
I am looking for a life insurance.
Thank you for letting me know, Dean. Life insurance is an important decision. To better assist you, could you please share a bit more about your needs? Are you looking for term life insurance?
Yeah,
which
for
covers
sure.
you?
I'm looking for term life insurance. That's something I'm looking for.
Great choice, Dean. Term life insurance can provide coverage for a specified period, giving your loved ones fine.
So as you can see, I even interrupted it a couple of times just so you can see how it works. The background noise behind is the typing noise, which makes this AI voice agent even more human, okay? So let's create one. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to go to your phone numbers, and you want to make sure you have a phone number connected to your assistant, because we're going to be building an assistant that whenever someone calls this phone number, the assistant will answer, okay? So this is what we need. We need to create a phone number. By the way, you can create a free Vapi phone number, a free US phone number, up to 10 per account. So if you sign up with our link, you would have that as well. So right here, just need to put in, let's say, a code of like a area code, and you want to hit create, and this will create a phone number. So as you can see, for example, we can try 716 right here, and as you can see, we have a phone number here, and it's activating. You need to wait, for example, to be activated within a couple of minutes. Now also here, this is where you would be able to select an assistant to assign to that phone number. Okay, so that's really important. Okay, so next thing, what we want to do after we set up a phone number is we want to go to assistants, and we want to hit create assistant. Now here, as you can see, you will have a lot of different like lead qualification specialist, info collector. Although you can choose these ones and you can kind of go and customize them, I really love to go here, and I just love to go from scratch. I'll just put insurance agent. I'll put number 2 because we already have one. So let's create an assistant here, and I will show you from scratch what you need to do to make sure everything is running correctly, okay? So this right here is really important, because this right here is everything you need to know. So the cost, obviously the cost will depend, how many dollars per minute, this will cost. It will depend on these right here. It's really important to understand what these are. So these are the hosting, which is Vapi, the transcriber, which is DeepGram. Right here, we have the model, the AI model that we run this on, which is GPT-4o, and then we have Vapi, which is usually just like a voice for Vapi, and then we have web, which in this case, web is right here. This is essentially the latency. So the lower the latency, the better your AI voice agent will work, and might be more expensive, but in reality, it's it's going to be happening right here in the tutorial. So we're going to be showing you how to do that. Next up, what you want to do is obviously we'll go and cover all of these, but first you want to choose the model. What I like the most about Vapi is we have a lot of models we can choose from. So we have Azure, Anthropic, Google, custom LLM if we want. Like for example, OpenAI provider here is the best one for me personally. And then I like to keep, I like to like use one of the cheapest ones here. That is also a good one. As you can see, it has 510 millisecond latency or ping. As you can see, this will drop down as we publish and as we save right here. So for example, if we publish this, obviously these are some of the changes, right? If we skip and publish, and if we refresh this ping will drop down. Now this ping will also drop down based on a couple of other things, but here, as you can see, first message mode, assistant speaks first. So assistant speaks first. This is what we want because, we're going to be like, this is going to be when someone calls us. And the first message is, hello, this is John from Insurance Reality. How may I help you? How may I help you? Okay. And then the system prompt here can be, we can generate a system prompt, by the way, which is really good. So we don't have to use ChatGPT. Create an insurance AI voice agent that sells insurance. Something like that. Okay, we submit edit. And as you can see, this will auto-populate exactly in the style and in the identity that we want. Now, obviously, you can accept changes and you can always go through this in detail and just go and, see what you can change. Like, for example, the name of the insurance agencies right here. So make sure you can change this. But yeah, overall, that's what you want to do. For the files, now, this is very cool here. You can enter and add a file like PDF. For example, if you have a PDF of, your company or what your company does, a description of your company, you can add it right here in there, which is really, really cool. You can also adjust the max tokens and temperature. However, I don't really mess around with this because it's really not important, okay? For the voice configuration, you can choose from Vapi, from 11 Labs. 11 Labs have really great voices too. Like, for example, here we have Will. Since we're going to be saying here, hello, this is John, we need like a male voice. So this is Will. Now, one thing I don't really like about Vapi is that you cannot actually listen right here. Or at least I don't think you can listen it right here, which is, kind of odd, but yeah, let's just choose Will. Model is going to be 11 Turbo V2.5. However, I think, this is the best one. So always choose the best one. If you have V3, choose the V3. Additional configuration here. Now, this is where the background sounds come in handy. So you can have like an office background sound, which is the typing on the keyboard, which we saw and heard in the first few seconds of the tutorial. You can also add your own background sound URL, which is really good. So if you have one, you can add one. Stability, clarity, this is all usually good. However, you can test this out on yourself. Like when you publish this and when you talk to Assistant, if it's too slow, adjust the speed. If, there is like less stability, adjust the stability. So, that's what you want to do. Transcriber is, honestly, this one is good. Probably you have some transcribers that are less expensive. Maybe OpenAI is probably less expensive here, as I can see. Or usually it's not yet updated, but this is how much is going to be the ping and the cost per minute. So let's choose that one, okay? English language, except if you have, other languages, then, make sure the prompt is in another language. Make sure the language is not English, but your language. Then we have tools. Now, for the tools, I always like, before I go into tools, I always like to publish. And I just go, skip and publish here. Obviously, these are some of the changes like that we did. So nothing, no structured outputs configured yet. So let's just skip and publish. And let me go to tools right now. So here, what you can do is you can create a new tool. And as you can see, we can create multiple different tools. Like we can have custom tool, we can have end call, we can have transfer call, send text, API request, Google Calendar. So for example, if you want your bot to book a calendar event, you need to have a create event and check availability event on your voice AI agent. Why? Because your AI agent will create an event based on the availability. So it will also need to check the availability. So when you do this, let's say you want to create an event here, or let's say you want to pick that tool. When you do this, you want to make sure you enter the calendar ID here, your calendar ID from Google Calendar, okay? And that's pretty much it. From there, you just hit save and you go to your assistants. This is why I said you want to save the assistant, because you want to go back to an insurance agent. And now you want to go here to tools and you want to select the tool, which is Google Calendar tool, which is the first tool, and the second tool, which first one checks the availability, second one will check or book the call, okay? So that's what you want to do. Make sure to rename them. Make sure it says Google Calendar check, Google Calendar book a call. And then we have predefined functions. Now here we can obviously enable end call function if we want. If we don't want, like, usually this will not really be that much of an issue here. Summary, we can have like a prompt like for a summary. I don't really do that, so I'll skip that. And you don't really have to do that too. Success evaluation, you can also skip that. Like, this is if you want to evaluate if your call was successful. Like, you can use a prompt here too. Structured data, like you can extract structured data from call conversation. This might be useful for some of you. So, you can just go and have the prompt here. For privacy, you can always enable HIPAA compliance. However, make sure to go on our channel and watch some of our Vapi tutorials, because we have quite a lot of things explained. And you will understand why HIPAA compliance is an addition that you need to pay if you want to go seriously in this, okay? So that's one thing you want to kind of be mindful of. So just go to our channel, type in HIPAA here. You can just go HIPAA. And this will, right here, these videos are quite good. So make sure to watch that. Start speaking plan. So this is, usually these are all good things, you don't have to change them. Voicemail detection, this off for this at least. And all of these are pretty good. Widget, this is if you want to put it on your website, so you can go and copy this and you can put it on your website, which is quite good as well. So you can do that. Yeah, overall, this is pretty much it. We set up everything. Obviously, we want to publish it. Let's just go next, publish. Let's refresh this. And let's go to model. So as you can see, it has around very, very big latency. And this is because the model, okay, this is because we have 11 Turbo V2. That's quite a lot. And then we have transcriber. So let's go and change the transcriber here. Let's go to transcriber. Let's change it to deepgram. Okay. And let's change it to, okay, let's just do that one. Let's publish it. Let's go again, publish. Okay, so as you can see, it fell for 700. Now the model right here has the most latency. So we can choose the model to be even better one. Maybe we can go with Anthropic and choose this one. So for example, this one has 2000. Yeah, so these are a lot of, maybe this one. Yeah, these are also quite open router. Let's check this one. So yeah, I think OpenAI is the least. Yeah, these are all very big latency, as you can see. So go with OpenAI and then just choose the least. This 500 ms is quite good. So yeah, once we publish this, again, that's going to be it, right? You can talk to an assistant. Now, it's very important that you go to phone numbers. And for that phone number that you set up, you want to go here and you want to select an assistant. And this is the assistant that you select, okay? Now, once you select this assistant, you want to hit save here. And you want to make sure that phone number label is insurance. And let's hit save. Now, we will know that this is an insurance, our number. We can copy this number. We can put it on our website. And, anyone who calls us will call us to that assistant. Now, you can always test the assistants by going here, talk to assistant, and then you would be able to talk to it, okay? Here.
Hello, this is John from Insurance Reality. How may I help you?
Hey there, this is Steen. How much does your insurance cost for life insurance?
Hi, Steve. It's great to meet you. Life insurance costs typically depend on factors like the type of policy, e.g. term or whole.
So as you can see, this is where you can kind of test it out. Now, one thing I have to mention is if you want inbound calls, like if you want to do inbound calls, then make sure to check out some of our tutorials like Vapi NA10. And this is where you would be able to see how to connect Vapi to NA10 so that you can do inbound calls, or Vapi and Go High Level. And this is where you can see how you can connect Vapi to Go High Level automation and do that inbound calls as well, which is really beneficial if you want to run the entire thing, like inbound and outbound, okay? So if you have any questions, comment below, and also check out our trial for the credits. So you have it down below, the first link in the description. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.